to Poetry Slam with your boy Napoleon B. Might
No, that K-Bellz with K-Bellz. Hey.
and your boy Napoleon B. Might. Today's episode freezer is brought to you by the letter P. The letter P for prayers. Prayers up for Wendy Williams. No, but in all seriousness, Wendy Williams' team reveals that she's been diagnosed with aphasia and dementia. The decision to share this news was difficult, the team says. In 2023, after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontal temporal dementia, FTD. And aphasia is a condition affecting language and communication abilities, and frontal dementia is a progressive disorder impacting behavior and cognitive functions, which have already presented significant hurdles in Wendy Williams' life. So, prayers up to Wendy Williams because she's really been dealing with something. So, and nobody knew.
Prayers to her and her family. I'm glad they actually were able to diagnose her and they made the diagnosis public, because before now there were rumors, there was conspiracy theory, there was conjecture about, oh, Wendy's going crazy, she can't take care of herself. It was like all of this like manufactured, imagined stuff. So they actually know what it is. I feel like that does better for at least her public story in the media. And it's so unfortunate that she was diagnosed with aphasia of the language community, because that was her career. Like the Wendy Williams show, she started on radio, then she had her TV show. Like, it's just so sad, like what her illness has done to her, like physically, mentally, and her family.
Yeah. Well, also because she's been, hey, that's me. Anyway, because she's been dealing with this stuff, she hasn't been doing her show. Her show actually ended in 2023. I personally, I had no idea why, but now I do. I thought it was because of scheduling conflicts or something else, but she's been sick, and now we're knowing about it. This has been B Mike's Freezer, brought to you by the letter P.
What does that mean?
So there's been jokes for years that Wendy Williams is built like the letter P.
Oh my gosh, that's inappropriate. Wow.
Hey, It's not my fault. I just spread the information. I am not I'm only the presenter, not the author.
Okay, well, on this episode of Poetry Slam, we're going to be exchanging some stories. I have a poem about a story from work that inspired me, and I also have a news story about Billie Eilish. And then we're going to have TayDZ coming to the show in the second hour. So stay tuned for him because he's going to have some interesting news for you that has to do with politics.
Ooh.
To do with foolishness. And yeah, you just gotta hear it.
Well, we'll be back. Stay tuned. We'll be back after 5 minutes. So we'll be back at 8:13. Thank you for staying tuned. And we're back. Welcome back, y'all. You're muted.
Welcome back to Poetry Slam with Bellz.
And your boy Napoleon B. Mate. We're back.
Okay, I'm going to save my poem for the second half of the show when TayDZ is here. So let's get into my story where I talk about influencers on the red carpet. Okay. I feel like a few years ago, the first big example of this was James Charles at the Met Gala. That was years ago. To present date, there have been more influencers on red carpets, and viewers don't like it. Because the idea about influencers is they don't work. Like, they're like, what are you doing, brushing shoulders with celebrities when you're not a celebrity? You haven't been in a movie, a TV show. All you do is make TikToks and, post on Snapchat. How come you get to hang out with our favorite celebrities?
Hey, they're a celebrity in their own right.
But people still have a division about internet celebrity, and then there's traditional celebrity. Like, being Hollywood celebrity is different from being social media celebrity. And for a lot of people, still, those worlds should not cross. Popular.
I personally don't care, because in my mind, they're all celebrities, whether they're big time or just influencers. It doesn't matter. They're all in the same tax bracket for the most. So,
but that's the thing. Like, there's a reason we have a separate word for internet celebrities. It's called influencer.
Hey,
influencer and celebrity is not the same. But this is what's got people talking about it again. Billie Eilish reportedly made comments about TikTokers at the People's Choice Awards. So this is what she said. Quote, there's some like TikTokers here. Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I just lump them all in together and don't really care is because, eventually Poetry Slam is going to be influencers, if not actual celebrities, quote unquote.
I'm here for it. I mean, I get why people are like outraged, because it's a thing of, okay, I think it's the idea of those award shows for so long have been reserved for the elite. So it's like,
but
you're an internet celebrity, you're not considered elite. You're popular, but it's like, to be A-list, that's why we have rankings, it's like A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list. If you're an influencer, that doesn't really put you on the list. You're in like your own category, your own popularity arena. So people are like, what is Tana Mongeau doing in the same space as Billie Eilish or, Bryce Hall, Harry Daniels? Like, influencers and celebrities aren't the same thing.
I disagree. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I agree with you, honestly. I think influencers are allowed to be at those award shows, that there shouldn't be outrage about it, because really, to be a celebrity, to be an influencer, that just means you have a very high level of popularity. And with award shows, like the viewership falling in recent years, of course they're going to invite influencers, because they want the youth to watch that stuff. Like, they want to continue to air it and keep it a big deal.
Exactly. And it's also crazy how some influencers, like, for example, King Batch, he was originally on Vine and Musically and all that other stuff, and then he made movies. So the line between influencer and celebrity or actor is very thin. You're muted.
Sorry. I muted myself because my mom's talking on the phone and I don't want that like in our recording. But
Yeah.
a part of the reason people don't like that influencers are at award shows because they feel like they're ruining the award shows. Like they go there and they do things that are not in line with the established etiquette.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, it's like maybe the etiquette needs to change.
No.
Uh, hey, I'm all for change.
I
Change is
mean,
inevitable.
in terms of them not following the etiquette, I've been seeing that opinion on T pages. So I'm thinking that's what people are saying on social media, that, you know, these influencers are showing up and they're not dressed appropriately or are just like being awkward or like not looking comfortable or like they belong there.
Well, I can understand the being awkward or feeling awkward because if other people don't feel like you belong, eventually you're gonna feel like you don't belong.
Well, I
And
don't
then
think
that,
the
and then you're gonna feel awkward because you're just like everybody's looking at me like I don't belong. So.
Okay, I'm trying to show a video of somebody, Harry Daniels. He was there and he captured a video of Billie Eilish at the People's Choice Awards, but it's a TikTok video. I can't really get it to cooperate on my computer. This is an example of people feeling like influencers going and are just not following like the established rules because they sometimes make videos. They sometimes make videos of like the behind the scenes and just like something you normally see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna share my screen really quickly because I managed to pull up the video, and this is from a Harry Daniels page. Okay, so let me make this a little bigger. Oh, my literal idol, Billy's the only person I had no intention of trolling all night.
Billy.
Not you. Not you.
Girl, we've been. You know, we go way back, sis.
And I'm not gonna stand here while you.
No, girl, no. I just.
Yeah, so that's it. But it's like interactions like that where people are on social media like, why
I
are
don't
they there?
see, I don't see the problem with that.
I don't either. But this is what people are saying.
Because obviously Billie Eilish knew him and knows what he does, and it's like having a laugh about it while being like, "Oh, I don't want to be involved." So it's like, in my opinion, it's like they're all celebrities. They all have some sort of fame, whether it's internet, music, movie. It doesn't matter. They're all celebrities in their own right. And there was one award show where there's one thing that Doja Cat is no longer allowed at, or she got banned from for, and she's an actual celebrity, and she got banned for not following the rules too. So I mean, actual celebrities can get banned for not following the rules.
I mean, making videos like that is not against the rules. I think people just don't like it when it seems like normal people just like them get opportunities that they can't get, because people look at it like, oh, anybody can post on social media. You just got a big following. And of course, Hollywood loves influencers because influencers make money. They draw attention to whatever they're doing, and they're really great for studios and networks who are trying to get eyes on, projects. They get people's attention.
Yeah.
So I feel some people are like kind of hating on it a little bit because
They-
they're like, well, you're no different from me, but you get to like fangirl in person at these award shows.
They just jealous.
But
It's just jealousy.
yeah, and yeah. And really, I think it's a positive thing that the line between celebrity and influencer is blurring, because that it's kind of just going with the motion of technology, like with the internet and TV and movies, it's all just coming together. It's going to happen eventually.
Hey, I've been saying that for years. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I really have, because it's like you see these influencers, these TikTokers, these Viners, former Viners anyway, who have like gone on and have big projects and are in movies and either creating a movie or in a movie, and then they're either in a if they create the movie, they don't even have to be in the main cast. They'll just make a cameo, like, and the movie still do good. And then you got the Viners collabing with the actors, and the actors collabing with the TikTokers, and it's like it's already happening. Just accept it.
Absolutely. So that was my story. More influencers are showing up to award shows, and nothing is changing anytime soon. So we have about 4 more minutes before TayDZ pops in here and gives us some poetry news. Be your story. How quick is it?
It's a quick one.
All right, let's hear it while we wait for Tay. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So I had a few running through my mind. But I'm gonna tell this one. There was this one time. Okay, it's a true story. It's not a famous story. It's just a personal life story. So remember when it was snowing like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So we had no clue. Well, we had no clue it was going to stick, right? So it was day one, or hour one, or whatever. Snow falling. Nobody put up the wipers. So in the morning, when I had to clean off the cars, everybody's wiper was stuck to the car. So I had to clean the car off and then get the wipers out, which was a headache because it just the wipers were frozen to the window. That's it.
You forgot to pull up the wipers before it snowed, and you just had trouble detaching them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you said quick. It can't get no quicker than that.
All right. So the lesson is, if you know it's going to snow, do your best to run outside really fast and pull up those wipers.
Yeah.
You're going to need your wipers.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a rush and you're not going to take the time to get the snow off the roof of your car. You know that snow is going to slide down your windshield. You're going to need those wipers to get that snow off while you ride. Because you know you didn't get up 10 minutes early to get all the snow off.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or you took that extra 10 minutes and did other stuff.
Oh, that's what you do. You need to do something. So you just spend 10 minutes doing stuff you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I have a story as well. I'm not going to tell it right now because it's directly connected to my poem. However, I gathered a few stories last week. I was a story collector and I wrote poems based on these stories. So I'm going to trickle these poems out over the next few weeks. And I'm gonna try to ramp up my poetry game because National Poetry Month is coming up in April, and I want to have some really good stuff and fully transition into a positive poet. I will give you a little spoiler of this chicken scratch I wrote. This is a transition poem trying to become positive poet. We're getting there. We're in an evolutionary stage. We'll have to make a compilation of K going from negative to positive poet. And we'll have to see where this one lands on the scale. Yeah. So where do you feel you are with your creativity and, what you've been writing about lately?
I haven't been writing about anything lately. I'm gonna just be blunt and yeah. I think I have a poem in mind that I want to start. I mean, I have the first line, the title maybe, but that's about it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said that's it?
Yep, that's it. I only got the title and maybe the first line.
Okay, I've been trying a new strategy with writing, right? So I realized that I get into a mode of, oh, I have to make this a poem. But I'm really trying to change my style to be more of a storyteller. And I really think that narrative form will make my poems more powerful and memorable because eventually I would like to perform like a series of poems, sort of like a comedian does a comedy special. I like to do a poetry special. But what makes a comedy special engaging is like the audience laughs like every 20 seconds. Like, the comic has a punchline. So I feel like transitioning to a storyteller's style will help my poems to punch more and for people to hang on like every line, like, oh, I'm engaged, I want to know what happens next. So this poem that I wrote that I'm going to read when TayDZ after Poetry News is sort of the beginning of me trying that. And yeah, I will tell us a short story if you want to hear it.
Yeah. While we're still waiting for TayDZ.
Yeah, Tay, he runs late sometimes. He's just like B night, and sometimes I take notes from them.
Huh?
And
Huh? Wait. Did I just caught a stray, huh? Okay.
I think that was direct.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't a poem. This is just a quick story. Old people on the road. Every time I don't even have to see in the window. When I'm behind somebody old, I know it because they are slow. They're trying to go the speed limit. Nobody else does that. Get me away from somebody old on the road. I want to go at my pace.
And then we got TayDZ. Speaking of old people.
B Mike, you look like a very, very, very hard life at 25.
Oh.
Hold up now. We did the disc poems last week. Are you going for a round 2?
No, I'm good.
Eagles.
All right. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. Ravens.
I don't think that's fine. I don't think, because you made your neck disappear when you just tried to like push that off. Like you just on that one. I don't think you were okay with it.
Okay. Hey y'all. How
Eagles choke.
This is a poetry show, not a sports show. If you hop on to doing a sports show with me, I promise you, I will put you in the ground. Hi everyone, I'm TayDZ. Hey.
All right, TayDZ, what do you have for us today on Poetry News?
Oh, hey y'all. I'm TayDZ. Welcome to Poetry News. Black people love sneakers, y'all.
That's news.
I mean, shoot. Black folk love them some sneakers, apparently. Oh boy, do we line up for 10 hours to buy us some new Jordans and some new Nike Dunks. And according to a presidential candidate right now, he and his people believe that, hey, maybe if we release these shoes, the black folk might vote for us. Yes, Mr. Trump put out some new shoes. Now, conveniently, they have come out around a time when he has to pay a lot of money with after court settlements. So the timing is a little weird, but let's just assume this wasn't just a coincidence. This is just a coincidence. And he put out his new little shoes. As you can see right here, those are the new Trump sneakers. They look like if Icarus's winged shoes suddenly became racist.
They're the stompers, and y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, they look like Klan rally stompers. The quite literal Air Force Ones out here. I mean, guys, would you walk out in the streets with these on?
Not gonna lie, they are kind of fire. They are kind of fire.
I was gonna say they're kind of cute, like with a pair of jeans. They're not bad looking shoes. They're $400.
They're not bad. They don't look. That's the problem. I'm conflicted. I am, because I would buy them.
Dang.
Yes,
you spent $400 on that?
No, I would get them off layaway. I mean, I would get them.
Okay, what about
your nearest hotels in 3 years?
You got 2 styles. What do you think about the other styles?
Oh,
I don't think I would get those. The goldies are definitely the best.
They kind of look comfortable.
You know they sold out. He released them at a sneaker convention in Philadelphia, and they sold out.
Hey, they look comfortable. That's all I'm gonna say. The red though,
I mean,
I would get the red ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you know what? To each their own. I think they look awful, but
oh my god,
I think they look awful. I think they look like rubber socks. They don't look good at all. If I
Hey,
wanted
they're comfortable.
a pair of shoes like that, I'd just get like Skechers. Like,
Skechers are cute. You know, Skechers are still comfortable.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and you know what?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I'll get a pair of Skechers, and I want to pay $199 for them.
Hey,
Hey,
I'll get me some stompers.
you want to get yourself some MAGA rally stoppers, B Mike?
Some make America great again, 2024s. Yeah.
A pair of them January 6s.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. I can't wait to see a bunch of old white people wearing these shoes. I cannot wait. Oh, it's going to be so wonderful to see these people walking around with the dummy signal on them.
Hey. Hey.
I think for me, it's kind of one of them things where it's like the man's a grifter. Most of the things he touches is grifts and ripoffs. And these shoes, you know, they're great again. But I'm sure if you look at the rubber sole on them, it says "Made in China." So, you know.
Well, don't forget. You know, you can look fresh and smell fresh because he released perfume and cologne.
Because when I think about victory, I think about a man who's in 4 concurrent court cases. Yeah,
He's already been convicted.
4 convictions. Thank you. 4 convictions.
Hey.
But you know what? He's still campaigning to be the 47th president. You see that 47 on the cologne bottle? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey.
You see this? You see this right here? Is that 45? Because he was the 45th. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll get me some stompers and then you know, make them great again, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How about you go ahead and buy a pair that says elite, that says something like, you know, 10 to 20, because that's how many years he's gonna be serving after all this said and done. Because
hey,
by the end of this year, all that money is going to charity or his bail fund.
Yeah. But those look fire. I would cop me a pair, and then
save your money, man. Just save your money,
and then do the right thing with them.
Tay, I thought you were going to talk about the politician who was talking about Trump. Black people will vote for Trump because they love sneakers.
Well, see, the basic gist of it wasn't even a politician. It was a Fox commentator. I can't remember his name at the moment.
Raymond Arroyo. Raymond Arroyo.
Wait, Fox is turning on its own?
No. What? No.
Trump was a big deal in the inner city and embraced gross racial stereotypes about urban African Americans to suggest they will go MAGA in 2024.
No, I'm gonna go MAGA. All right. I'm gonna make them.
Relax. Next thing
I'm gonna make those shoes great again.
No, make what? Wait a minute. Hey, you can't put lipstick on a pig, B Mike. It's still a pig.
Hey, no. I'm gonna make them great.
Well, the Fox commentator basically highlights the fact that black people apparently are so easy to buy that all a candidate has to do is put out some mediocre looking shoes, and all of a sudden we're just going to vote for him. You know, I can't necessarily say. I cannot speak for the more ignorant members of the community, but I'm sure
the black crowd. The,
at case in point. But like,
hey, the blackity blacks are gonna buy them shoes.
like,
That's exactly what Raymond thinks, because he says Trump somehow survives, which must drive his opponents crazy, because even with the sneaker thing, he was on social media. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. He said this, quoted this on Fox.
he
To the nation.
he does not understand. This is how you know people don't understand black people. Black people, he fully believes that we are moving from Biden because he didn't put out them Joey 11s last year. Like, we just sitting there.
The never forgets.
The friggin' never forgets. You know, I'm sitting here. Oh man, then Joe Biden dunks coming out this year, bro. Excited. Like, we're not thinking about that. How about the fact that we're still waiting on a president who, when he says he's going to do something for that African American community, he actually does something for the African American community? Like, we're actually still waiting on that. Joe Biden has never actively. He gave us Juneteenth. I mean, happy, I guess. You know, he threw us a bone and said, lick that for 4 years. But, like,
wait, was that Biden?
He gave us Juneteenth. No,
you forgot.
Exactly. It's crazy, right? And that isn't to say Biden hasn't gotten things done. He's actually been one of the more productive presidents of our timeline. You know, the infrastructure bill being one of the more important pieces of legislation that we may not notice now, but we will notice in like 20 years how important that's going to be. So he's been a decent president. The problem is that there's certain things, you know, that he has not been paying attention to. And I cannot go into all of that right now, but there are issues, especially with the Black community, that have not been addressed. Of course, you know, policing is still a major issue within the Black community. Along with that, just in general, the violence in the streets still has not been handled. Gun issues are still rampant. Abortion rights are being trampled upon. But, you know, he gave us Juneteenth is kind of cute. So overall, the fact that this commentator thinks that we are jonesing for new shoes and not like real legislation is kind of crazy. But I'm not shocked from the channel that, you know, basically was ran by a grifter for like 20, 30 years. You know, it's just another piece of the awful side of the media. So
yeah, and definitely his idea is not new. Days before the 2020 election, right-wing media ran wild with a survey from conservative polling firm Rasmussen that found nearly 1/3 of Black voters would vote for Trump. In the end, Biden won the Black vote 92% to Trump's 8%. So this is really just a guy trying to hype his boy Trump.
Right. Black people still like Trump, and we still barely trust Republicans. And most Black Republicans out there are just sort of the "I got mine" people. So, you know.
All I'm gonna say is Trump probably would have passed the waive student loans.
Did you just say that Trump would have passed student
Yep.
loans?
Yep.
Be mine. I want to. We don't have time for me to dissect that. So,
No, I said what I said, and I'm standing on it.
I don't.
Okay, well, speaking of what the government does for the people, my poem is kind of relevant to that. So, Tay, unless you've got some more poetry news for us, I can launch on my piece.
Okay, okay, never mind, please. That was aggressive. My bad.
Yeah, I had to slice you up. Oh, I'm on stage. Okay, thank you for the poetry news. This is my poem. I actually didn't title it. Oh yes, I did. Okay, the working title is Groceries. Also, guys, when you listen to this poem, please let me know not just what you think, but how you think I should end it. This is a work in progress. Both of you are doing this. What is?
We're waiting for your poem.
Okay.
The title drew us in.
Okay. To the squeegee boy on the corner, yes, my windshield is dirty. To the panhandler at the storefront, yes, I need help with my groceries. From my heart, I want to offer you something. No, I can't pay a favor because my pockets are clean. Since 2019, I haven't consciously carried cash with me. All we have is unfortunate reality that online banking has cut out a foundational economy and devalued the king, cold and hard currency. In this age, the exchange is of scarcities for priorities. Your hand is out for $1, his hand is in for a hustle. I don't carry cash because I choose my safety over trusting. Pay don't make a victim of me. The squeegee boy, the panhandler, and I have an understanding. The value of $1, working hours for king to get queen, cash for products. That is the exchange. More money, more things. It would seem this equation would make a sum of royalty until you factor in the people who don't work for a living. The filthy rich who exist to buy too many items, demand too much labor, offer too little money, and won't wash school uniforms for their babies, switch cars because that one is dirty, bought it with the insurance money, put no chairs around the table, don't clean their own house, fill the closet with loud luxuries, $569 worth of groceries, ordered over 100 items, paid less than $20 for delivery. That's almost as petty as every 5 cents paper bag ripping. Taxes and welfare look like friends to each other and enemies to me. Worse than the cashier pretending she suddenly needs to get off work early because she's mad, like me, whenever I make sense of the dollars and remember I'm underpaid and overworked, overwhelmed and humbled at what it takes to get paid $1. On our shoulders is worry about earnings and value while witches simply receive government assistance. That's the worst of it, the entitlement. A queen of the system pretending her life is glamorous, like she conquered it, sitting on handouts and keeping closed fists on the armrest, an image and position awfully familiar with the filthy rich who crack the whip as if us working folk need guidance on survival. Squeegee boy on the corner, panhandler at the storefront, cashier at the register, driver, deliverer, shopper, fixer, all offer, all ask, all earn success when we get the job done, and the others wait to read our story for fun. Hey, Bellz. That was my poem.
That was her poem.
Yeah, that was my poem. Okay. Bring the music back. What do you think?
I'm bringing the music back, TayDZ. Chill out. Anyway, when you was when you started, I thought you was going to start with something different, but
What do you think I was gonna start with?
I don't know. But the title "Groceries" gave me another image in mind. But
Where are you? What are you suggesting?
nothing. Anyway,
It's kind of groceries because it was inspired by so I do Instacart sometimes. So it was a story of me getting groceries for somebody else. So I just wrote that as the topic. Like somebody like ordered a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't realize how much this person ordered until I was like at the store. So that was kind of like my naivete, and like they did not leave a good enough tip for like all the stuff they ordered. So upon reflection, I was kind of frustrated. I was like, that was too much for too little money. And then I had to like put all that stuff like at their house. They were, yeah. So
yeah. When you was talking about the panhandler, I thought you was gonna say, I do have $5 actually, or I do have change, because you said to the squeegee kid that yes, I do need my windows washed, but yeah, I thought you was gonna tell the I thought you were going to tell the panhandler, yes, I do actually have $5, or I do actually have change, but
no, I don't. They want money. They want
yeah,
cash.
exactly.
I have loose change, but I feel like that's like giving somebody nothing. That's like giving somebody trash.
Hey,
Like,
it's
you
something.
want like $1 or $2 at the minimum. So why insult somebody and give them like 72 cents? What?
Okay. Here's a snippet of my poem.
Make this about you? What the heck? Did did you even?
Heck, I thought I was going to give my thoughts next. I don't need a big screen for this. Minimize me. Oh, contract this. Thank you. I was just about to say, no, I thought it was a pretty nice. Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought it was a pretty nice poem. You know, I thought, yeah, I don't carry cash around with me. You know, I don't remember the last time I actually carried cash on me. You
like
know,
consciously, like, oh, let me make sure I have like $10 or $5.
Right. Like, there's a lot of homeless people or like people panhandling, in my neck of the woods. They'll be on like the median, in the middle of the road, just sort of hold up a sign and say, need rent, or me and my family are hungry, And I feel so bad because I'm like, Dak, I'd probably give you something, but I don't even carry a dollar bill on me. Sorry. And also, by the way, what will my dollar bill do for you? I can't believe giving somebody just 70 cents and then walking away from it. That sounds actually kind of crazy. Yeah. Like, I thought it was a pretty good poem, very relatable. Yeah, everything's electronic now, everything's digital, convenience is convenience, and I respect that. But yeah, the local, tradesman, the local guy who fixes your shoe for $5, the shoe shiner on the corner. You can't. It's hard to really pay them because they don't really have cash yet. Well, most of them do now, but
yeah.
Oh.
I actually make it a habit to carry cash.
I want to do that, but I just still forget. I'm just like, I'd have to go to the bank and withdraw money to do that, and I don't put that effort.
So you're lazy, okay?
It's not convenient for me unless I'm going on vacation and I think, okay, in case I'm in a situation where I have to have cash in hand, like everywhere I go, like cashless is promoted at some places. Like, oh, we're a cashless place. Like that's a perk.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, technology fails sometimes.
Yeah.
Cash is still.
So cash is still king.
Okay, so before B Mike says his poem, I just want to say in mine, I don't want it to get confused. Like I'm
And
like
I
bashing people who use government assistance. It just gets on my nerves when people have that and they feel like entitled. Like, yeah. That's how I feel. Like, oh yeah, I've cheated the system. I don't ever have to do anything. It's like that's so no. You have to do stuff, but that's not how some people feel. I don't like the entitlement that comes with that sometimes.
Yeah, that does get annoying. Um, I worked at a grocery store. Um, so when people came in, like, I have so and so, I can use it, give me a discount or whatever. It was kind of annoying. Or when they had to have specific items and it had to match whatever coupon they wanted. It was like, okay.
Okay.
But
But yeah,
yeah.
isn't unique to people who have a lot of money, who don't have a lot of money, who work or don't work. But like, I just want to make it clear, it's the entitlement that's annoying to me, not really the socioeconomic status.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, B Mike, come on with your poem because you just got to be on stage because I was
Okay.
on stage.
Anyway, the title is "Penny for Your Thoughts." One liner. Penny for your thoughts. Imagine a penny with a hole through Abe Lincoln's head. Penny for your thoughts.
Oh, she frozen.
wait. Kay is really froze.
Oh, she's done. There we go. There she goes. She's not
I'm
frozen.
back.
She's not
I
frozen.
reconnected.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
There we go.
I unmuted myself. Okay, when you said one liner, I thought "Penny for Your Thoughts" was the one line, and then you said the line.
Nope.
And then I was like, oh, he wants us to think about Abe Lincoln's assassination and the fact that we put a dead man on the penny. Or maybe he wants us to think about the fact that pennies are worthless or that they don't have value, because I've heard of people throwing bags of pennies away. Like, some people really think pennies have no value. So
no, well, once I go deeper into the poem, y'all will understand. But you know how JFK, Martin Luther King, and Abe Lincoln.
Yes.
All got shot.
Yes.
All got shot for wanting to bring around change or having strong feelings for change.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh, change.
Huh?
Change. Okay.
Oh, it's like a Black History Month poem.
I don't even think it was even that deep.
Hey,
You know,
Hey.
and he was like for the blacks of
And
his time. Kennedy was for the blacks. He was killed.
Kennedy was going to sign the Civil Rights Act before he got assassinated.
I mean, you can't give him credit for what he was gonna do.
Well, I mean, he advocated for it as president. Like, it would not have happened without him. Like,
Oh, you said he was going to sign. Like, you can't give him credit for what he was going to do.
he
actually,
legislated.
He didn't. Oh, okay.
well,
Shot before he could make it codified into law. Like,
exactly. Yeah, that was my point.
Also,
Okay.
Kennedy was on the 50-cent coin, so I guess that also helps with your change thing. So at this point, I'm starting to realize, you just made a very crazy pun. So I had to give you some props for it. If I feel like if it was anybody else, I would have despised this poem, but it's from you. Fine.
Hey,
It's so devilishly be like.
hey. If only Martin Luther King was to end up on a piece of currency.
If only, I mean, instead he has to be on those dreadful Martin Luther King Day poster party posters. If you've seen those MLK Day party posters, you'll know exactly.
People have MLK Day parties. Okay.
You never
Okay.
seen MLK
Okay.
Day party posters?
Now, Bellz.
Okay, Bellz.
You've never been on Instagram doing MLK Day or before?
No.
You've never. Ooh, that's a word of ignorance that you have not touched. I'm almost jealous.
I'm protected. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the kind of ignorance I feel like you partake in, but
What you mean? Oh,
I'm
no,
happy with
no,
you about
hold up.
no.
No, I do not partake in that amount of ignorance.
Okay, that's good. You have a line of ignorance that you do not cross, and I accept that. 'Cause
Make the Trumps great again.
all right. You made me raise my hand for the wrong thing. I want to get out of here now.
the Trump 45s. The Trump 45s.
You made me raise my fist for the wrong thing. You can't do that, Pete Mike.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
that was a great show. Thank you for joining us on another Friday night, evening, whenever you are having the pleasure of viewing us on your phone screen, your TV screen, or wherever you may be watching us. Thank you. We appreciate you, and we will see you again next Friday. This has been Poetry Slam with
Bellz.
your boy Napoleon B. Mike.
Lincoln got shot through the head, y'all. TayDZ.
Good night, everybody.